Nithyanandam, with all auspicious blessings of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, I welcome all of you to today's video. In today's video, in the series of sannyas, inner awakening and many other things, today is a very different video. This video especially is a very different video. It's to do with something very close to my heart. After I became a brahmacharini of Swamiji, which is Hinduism, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Now, to give you a little bit of background about myself, until I was a devotee of Swamiji, basically I knew Swamiji for about 10 years now, since I became a devotee, including when I've started, after I took up brahmacharya, which is 10 years put together. So there was about 6 years of my life that I lived outside as a devotee. But only after becoming a brahmacharini of Swamiji, somewhere the sudden fire awakened in me to see and feel for something, the atrocities happening against Hinduism. It was not like how it happens in some other religion, which I don't want to quote in this video, which is it is superimposed on you with some other idea, but rather it was awakened in me, seeing that how I lived before and how I live now, and as a Hindu, how it was conspired against me. It's literally like a passive terrorism. And it's not only me, coming from Malaysia, all Malaysian youths, especially Hindus who are watching this, they can relate. Outside, when I was living outside, before seeing Swamiji, and even when I was as a devotee for 6 years, there was a very generalized idea that Hinduism means you just go to temple every week, and that too when your parents force you, and if you're kids, you go there for eating food or playing, and if you're an adult, if you're a teenager, you go there for some other reason, which is always portrayed in Indian movies. And there was nothing else that I knew about Hinduism. And in fact, in the school that I was in, the textbook does not speak of Hinduism in a very I will not even say interesting. It does not even portray logical conclusion in it. It made it so complex. I remember, I think when I was in form 3 or form 4, there was this teacher, my moral teacher. You know, we had to remember the scrap of some 32. I don't even know what's the number, but we had to remember its definitions altogether, and I was like, is this what I'm here for as a Hindu? And another thing was, my moral teacher, she was also a Hindu, and in our textbook, part of it was to do with explaining about, of course, about Hinduism, because Malaysia, whether if we agree or not, accept or not, whether the data is authentic or not, we are one of the largest, Hinduism is one of the largest populated, Hindu people are one of the top 3 populated people. I'm sorry for not terming it properly. So she explained, I remember she explained that this incident keeps on coming to me when I'm comparing my life to how it was before and how it is now, being a Hindu itself, just being a Hindu itself. So I remember she's telling me like this, there's Rig Veda, Sama Veda, and I don't know, so many Vedas she was talking about, and then she's saying that this is what it says and all that, and it was so complex. It was so complex. And then there was another religion that we had to learn about. We had to anyways learn about, because it's an Islamic country. So it seemed more logical, then there was a flow and all those kinds of things, and I had no opinion about it anyways, about both. But only after becoming a sannyasi of Swamiji, basically I did not become an Adinavasi, I became a sannyasi of Swamiji, then became an Adinavasi. So I'm doing the Adinavasi orientation now. So only after becoming a sannyasi, when seeing my life, how it is becoming different, what I thought, my cognitions about Upanishads, Agamas and Vedas, when I was a devotee, or even when I was not a devotee, it was like, hey, what is this Veda, Agamas, it's something for old people. Literally this is what I thought. It's something for old people, and I don't even understand, it's outdated basically. And after becoming a brahmacharya, a sannyasi of Swamiji, just sitting in his morning satsangs, no special tapas was done to me, or which I did, because I'm anyways not that much active in that. But just by listening Swamiji's satsang every day, if I can recommend to all of you to watch Swamiji's series of Isavasi Upanishad, just listening to Swamiji's explanation on Isavasi Upanishad, the cognitive shift, the ability to just comprehend the Isavasi Upanishad, ability to comprehend it, cognize it, have a cognitive shift, manifest a powerful cognition, and manifest it as a life, means using the truths of the Upanishads is sticking in my memory till now, and the solutions that are given in it, it's such a practical solution which, God, I wish I knew it when I was, I don't know, 3 years old. And ability to use it in my life, ability to help others use it in their life, and ability to even share this with all of you in my videos. If you watch my videos on my YouTube channel till date, I have quoted many verses and tell you, mind you, that I have not known these verses or even the practical usage of these verses until I became a sannyasi of Swamiji, until the routine was even, until I became known to the routine, the morning routine here. So just by sitting for Swamiji's morning satsangh and listening to the Isavasi Upanishad and seeing this happening to me, and then I was like, hey, now life is different. Now Ishavasi Upanishad is from Hinduism. I am born Hindu. I lived in a Hindu country. I was raised Hindu. So what was the difference? Why this delay? That's when I was like, thanks to the free thinking community. So this video is now heading towards that, which is, in today's satsang, Swamiji revealed many things. He even quoted a recent archaeological survey that's happening in Tamil Nadu, which I'm not able to pronounce most of it. So I'll study more on that and make another separate video just on that. So Swamiji had quoted these things, and he specifically mentioned, now back to why am I saying all these videos of free thinkers, especially for youths who've decided to become free thinkers. To tell you honestly, if I had not become a sannyasi and it was still just choosing to be an idiot and living outside, choosing to be an idiot and living outside as a devotee, I would have become a free thinker. A youth who've chosen to become a free thinker and having pride over it. So this is for free thinkers, because generally youths of today's day and age across the globe, especially we are Hindus, you have become a free thinker consciously because of seeing the terrorism happening out there, and like you're not sure exactly what is the purpose of religion until now, despite the revolution of internet and technology and blah blah blah. Another thing is, I've even heard of a few YouTubers who openly claim that the religious scripture, especially quoting Indian Hindu religious scripture, being inadequate. Like they just state terms and you have to live by that, and if you are not living that, you will be questioned and like, oh, are you not a Hindu or whatever it is. Now to tell you one thing, first of all, Hinduism is not that. That is some other religion which I will not quote in this video. That is some other religion. But in Hinduism, rather, the scriptures, which I've realized after becoming a sannyasi of Swamiji, which is the Hindu scriptures, they do not dictate what needs to happen. When I was basically this, I'm talking about since 2013, the way how it progressed for me is from 2013. It's like Hinduism for me, the Hindu scriptures for me was that it help you manifest the right cognition by teaching you about what is life, what is your purpose of life, why are you even born, how to help you direct your thoughts to manifest cognitions, because your life is being lived just with cognitions. So that, and then progressively then Swamiji came across this agama. I will not even say he came across, basically he revealed it to the world, the existence of agamas, where agamas state exactly how we should live. And then I was like, this is interesting now, that in Hinduism we have this thing that it dictates to you how to live. But then with Swamiji explaining this to us, and also living here on the campus of Nithyananda Peetham, Bengaluru, Adinam as a sannyasi, I realized that this lifestyle actually is the one that is required to support you to retain that whatever, that is also together part of manifesting powerful cognitions. It's like the way agama, basically I'm quoting Kamika agama. Swamiji have been saying about few agamas where Shiva have shared with the world how one should brush teeth, how should one bathe, how should one build a house, to every single detail, and it caters to various different kind of people. If you want to accumulate wealth, how you should take bath or how you should brush it is different. So it's not like every Hindu should brush it in the same way, but there is slight difference based on what is the purpose of your life, what do you want to achieve, whether it's wealth, it's different. If you want enlightenment, then it's different. So these kinds of things. So I was like, it's interesting that this has this. But thanks to Swamiji, he made even this cognition different for me, because as a Hindu, unlike any other religion, when it's dictated, it's basically Sadashiva is telling to his own children, his own favorite children, that see, for you to be in oneness with me and to live eternally in that space of oneness, this lifestyle is the best lifestyle. Now just take your own parents. If your own parents, I mean, especially if you have left India, just speaking about Malaysia, my grandparents left India and they went to Malaysia, and of course the collective Indian community over there is like education. You have to study, you have to study, you have to study, and you have to study. Now, because of that, they feel that to become successful, education is required, so they enforce that on you. And it's not like they enforce it like beating you up, like aggressively, but rather from their genuine innocent cognition of education is required, my child, for you to be able to successful, so that you don't become failures like me. But in Hinduism, Sadashiva, the ultimate, the success of success, he is telling his children, don't become an idiot by deluding yourself. Live this lifestyle, you will again be happy the way you wanted to be. So this is how it progressively went for me, my understanding. And today Swamiji said one thing. In his 1 hour satsangh, Swamiji said one thing, which is Swamiji came across a few references where there was electricity based vehicles. Then I was like, of course I couldn't understand. And then it's like, he said, no, they're not petrol fueled, but they are electricity based vehicles. And I found a few references for that. He said that electricity based vehicles were created for human beings at that time. And I got me thinking, so is Tesla outdated by 60,000 years? Think about it. So to all free thinkers, Hinduism, I don't know about any other religion, I'm not lived them, I don't intend to live them either, because I'm very, very fulfilled in how I'm discovering myself being a Hindu, with the most compassionate guidance of my master Paramahamsa Nithyananda, who is Sadashiva reincarnate himself. And to all free thinkers, especially Indian people who have decided to consciously choose to become free thinkers, because again, society does not want you to consciously make a decision. So you have decided to become a free thinker, and you're also being encouraged to have pride over that. To just let you know one thing in this video, which is Hindu scriptures are real. They are so on point, up to date. They are so up to date that even we discovered electricity based vehicles now and having pride over it, and we are importing from somewhere else having pride over Tesla. Now I have nothing against Tesla, but it was existing 60,000 years ago. Think about it. So before I end this video is one thing. Where I'm heading by saying all of this is, yes, please share this with all, to whomever you want to share. Because Hinduism is real, like Swamiji said, and I'm cognizing it now that Hinduism is real. The Hindu scriptures are real. They are so on point. They are so updated that even we need to update ourselves to it. And if you want to be part of this, if you want to even experience what is this whole video all about, Inner Awakening is one thing. There's Inner Awakening program, 21-day program, where directly will be Swamiji, and you yourself will experience this. See, this program I'm offering to you because if you choose to go back there and live out there, at least you come and experience it with Swamiji. So there's the next Inner Awakening program that's happening in this month, July 25th to August 16. There are more dates which I'll release, which I'll share with you much later. It's already released. You can go to the website innerawakening.org to look for the dates, the upcoming dates. But immediately, if you are inspired to come and experience this, if you're really inspired now to experience this Inner Awakening is for you. Don't postpone it. Postponing is the outer world attitude, not this world attitude. And that is for those who want to go back. For those who really want to dedicate your life to this, going back to, come on, if something has been existing 60,000 years back and only now we are discovering it and having pride over it and patenting it, so that means there's hypocrisy, a lot of hypocrisy and crap and all that is happening out there. Sannyas is the best lifestyle for you. So if you're not married and you really want to dedicate your life, spend your life in exploring this, do come here, especially to all engineers, whomever you want to be, whomever you are out there. Hinduism is the lifestyle for you. anything, whomever you can be, whatever you want to do. Hinduism is the only place that can cater all this for you. So sannyas is the only lifestyle for this. Unfortunately, marriage is not, and I don't want to cheat you by saying this. So to become a sannyasi, if you want to become a sannyasi of Paramahamsa Nithyananda, do watch my previous videos on sannyas to know more. If this is the first video you're watching, welcome to my channel. And October 15th is the next intake of sannyasis. So it's the October 15th is going to be a 21-day program where it's an orientation program to, basically what will happen is you're physically going to live here with Swamiji, becoming his own family member. How cool is that? So October 15th is the orientation program. If you want to become a sannyasi, if you're not a sannyasi, if you want to become a sannyasi, but that is for those who are single. If you're already married, don't worry. There is a next option for you, which is becoming an Adinavasi. That's also on October 15th. Please write to me. If you want to do inner awakening, you want to become a sannyasi, you want to become an Adinavasi, please write to me, ma.purna@nithyananda.org. The link is down below. The inner awakening website is down below, and also Swamiji's website, the main official website, is down below, nithyananda.org. I hope to see you here on October 15th if you want to become a sannyasi or an Adinavasi, basically full time, forever, not only this but forever becoming a family member of Swamiji and exploring depths of you which you really want. You can explore depths of you as much as you want. And if you want to go you want to go back out there and live there, no problem. I have nothing to say. You've already screwed yourself up as much as enough. So inner awakening is there for you. Do not miss it. Do not postpone it. See you until then. Nithyanandam.